Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale.
You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, winner of the Mid-Atlantic Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast. Serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford.
And a pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sterling TV 19 playoff basketball, South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinals right here on Channel 19. Glad you joined us here. Rob Strauss, Jake Clark, Brian McClernand bringing you all the action as the number 3 seed Sterling Lady Knights taking on the number 6 seeded Haddon Township Hawks. Look at the Colonial Liberty standings there, gentlemen. Woodbury, an incredible season, undefeated there on top. Far and away the best team in the division. We saw them a couple times. 10-0 Sterling and Haddon Township right in the middle there. 8-2 for Sterling, 4-6 for Haddon Township. And the matchup here, you're going to see a low-scoring affair here today, Jake.
Yeah, 100%. Haddon Township likes to slow the game down, and this is an in-conference matchup, so these teams know what they're getting into. 100%.
And Sterling averaging 40 points per game, giving up just 30. And Haddon Township, 33 points per game and giving up 28 points per game. And what we'll do right now, take a quick break and have the girls varsity team introduce themselves.
Mackenzie McDonald, Jr., forward, Laurel Springs.
Morgan Sims, Jr., guard, Stratford.
Bridget Dixon, Jr., point guard, Somerdale.
Aaron Quinn, Jr., guard, Somerdale.
Shane Duffy, Jr., forward, Somerdale.
Kayla Knott, Jr., forward, Somerdale.
Arlen Kay, sophomore, guard, Stratford.
Antonia Troilo, sophomore, guard, Laurel Springs.
Amber Wilsey, sophomore, guard, Stratford.
Paris Logan, sophomore, forward, Hynella.
Maddie Sims, freshman, forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, freshman, center, Stratford.
Good look at the 2022-2023 girls basketball team. Now we're going to take a look at the game history since 2007, and as we mentioned before, this is an in-conference matchup. These teams see each other a lot. Sterling 72%, Haddon Township outs them 78% there at overall. You can take a look at the playoffs. Haddon Township also fares well in the playoffs at 78%, but Sterling 68%, not far behind. Sterling is better in the home-away ratio with 77% compared to Haddon Township's 74%. Haddon Township leads the series 15-6, but Sterling's won the last 2 games. Haddon Township's last win was last year in 2022. And the keys to the game, guys, value each possession, team defense, and they got to go after it and win those 50-50 balls, those balls that are a bit of a toss-up. If we take a look at the starters, it is Wiedemann, Mulligan, Manoransky, Kamolda, and Callahan. And for the Sterling Knights, it is Sims, Quinn, Dixon, McDonald, and Paris Logan rounding out the starting 5.
Got some pretty interesting information from Coach Jones, who's our inside stat guy. He found out that Morgan Sims only 7 3-pointers away from 100 for her career, which is pretty impressive considering she is only a junior. And Mackenzie McDonald 1 rebound away from 100 and 10 points away from 500 for her career. So could be a really interesting milestone kind of game for us today. As we take a look at these Sterling starters getting ready to be announced right on the bench. Dixon she was one of the first players out in warm-ups. Started shooting like the small mid-range jumpers, backed up to the foul line, did a great job. She was the first one out here, probably the last one to leave.
Well, and that's what you want out of your point guard, somebody that's the first person out of the locker room and the last one to leave in these games, kind of like that. Be the team leader. You got to be the leader out on the floor and in the locker room, and you're seeing that with Bridget Dixon being the first one to get up some free throws for pregame.
See Morgan Sims being introduced right now, only 7 3-pointers away from 100. I tell you what, she gets 7 3-pointers today. That's going to be good news for Sterling, because this is a tough team to put points up against in the pace in which Haddon Township plays.
Well, and you talk about the patience, Haddon Township, they play their game and they don't rush for anybody else, and Sterling is going to have to really adjust to that. But if you can get 7 threes out of one player, that is fantastic.
Look at these two
Take
coaches.
a look at the coaching matchup.
With Tom Mulligan on the left there and Kate McDonald on the right. Tom Mulligan has his daughter Kara on the team, and trust me, it's not easy to coach your own kid from time to time, but it is an awesome experience. Coach Mulligan, a girls tennis coach as well, so I get a chance to coach against him in the fall, and now I get to see him here in the winter. Just about ready for tip-off. It's going to be Moronsky against McDonald. And Sterling controls the opening tip. Dixon looks down low, finds a wide open McDonald for two.
And that's exactly what you need. You know Haddon Township is going to take their time running the offense. That's a good, quick 2 points right out of the gate for the Lady Knights. 492
career points for Mackenzie McDonald. That's easy math for me. Good pressure defense from Sterling here on their first defensive trip down the floor. But Haddon Township, they can play this game all day, guys.
Well, this is what really benefits their style of play, is taking their time, and they do a nice job of not forcing things. They always manage to get their shot.
Shot off the mark there by Wiedemann, rebound to McDonald. That's her 100th rebound of her career. Congratulations to Mackenzie McDonald. 100 rebounds. Sims will floater off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound into the hands of the Hawks. Here comes Kamolda. Kamolda 1 on 3, being pressured on the back from Sims, and it will stay Haddon Township basketball. One more look at the basket by Sterling. The vision.
Great quick find early there by Bridget Dixon. As you said, great vision there by Dixon early just to start off the scoring quick.
Just over a minute elapsed here in this opening quarter of the South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinal. We'll take a look at the bracket in a moment. In the meantime, a turnover off the hands of Moronsky. Unforced turnover there. And as much as Coach McDonald wanted to value every possession, I'm pretty sure that's what Coach Mulligan's saying to his girls as well.
Well, absolutely. Every possession matters in an in-conference Colonial playoff matchup. Both teams know one another very well, and they know how the scheme is going to go.
Free ball off the mark from Bridget Dixon. Logan got in there for the offensive board. Possession arrow favors the Hawks. Wiedemann in trouble, backs it out to Callahan. Comes near side, Mulligan coming to the center of the court now. Wiedemann looking nowhere to go with the ball in the interior. Kamolda has it kicked away, another kick ball. At least one a game from the soccer standout, Bridget Dixon.
Yeah, I think this one's Aaron Quinn, and Aaron Quinn is notorious for just kicking the ball here on the basketball court. Nice job of just not being afraid to be great out there.
Kamolda kicks it back out, has it blocked by Logan into the hands of McDonald. Quinn near side, backs it out, and here comes Dixon to reset the offense for Sterling. Sims thought about the three. That would have been a collegiate three there. Don't put it past her to take it and hit it, though. Quinn being guarded closely. Now looking down low, it's going to be an over-the-back foul on Moronsky. That'll be her first, team's first. Dixon from the corner, baseline floater, too strong. And it goes off of Logan, and it will be Hawk basketball.
What I really like about Paris Logan, she's not afraid to get in there on a play, whether she's going for an offensive rebound or trying to make a big defensive strip or something like that. She's just not afraid to really get in there and get involved with the play.
Well, we talked about winning the 50-50 balls, and that one obviously not won there, but I respect the effort, and I really appreciate the effort out of the Lady Knights very early in this game to just sacrifice their bodies for the team.
Collapsing defense in the middle, and that's a travel. One too many steps there. Almost halfway through this opening quarter, 2-0. Quinn, back to Dixon, in front of the Haddon Township bench, looks down low, finds Logan. Logan is fouled. Let's see who they get on that. Looks like they're going to get Kamolda, her first, team's second.
And another phenomenal find there by Bridget Dixon. Cross-court pass to Paris Logan, who was contested there by Haddon Township, and a nice shot by Logan to draw the foul.
Yeah, just Dixon with some incredible court vision. We saw that earlier in this game to start things off with her finding Mackenzie McDonald. That's really something that she's been able to put to the floor in these types of games.
Logan misses her first. One more on the way for the junior Paris Logan, who was not a part of the starting lineup in the beginning of the season, but has worked her way into this lineup in the last third of the season. Officials are talking about something here. Not sure what, but nonetheless, a continued play. Logan about to put up her second of 2 free throws. And comes up empty from the line, rebound to Wiedemann.
And I believe what just happened there was they changed the foul call on the number 5, Kara Mulligan. We can see it on the scoreboard.
Good pickup. It's obviously her first. Guess the officials got together, figured it out. They'll get together here and determine that it is still Hawk basketball. 4:02 remaining here in the first quarter. The only bucket coming from Mackenzie McDonald. Three ball on the way from Callahan, too strong. Rebound falling down is McDonald. Dixon will set it up for Sterling. Remember, the boys will be taking on Overbrook in what should be a great game coming up here at 6 o'clock, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Will be a different stream for that. So this stream will cut off at some point. Logan's fouled again as she gets the entry pass. They're going to get Kamolda, this time for real. That'll be her first, team's third.
And that was a great look there by Mackenzie McDonald. We talk about Bridget Dixon in the court vision. Mackenzie McDonald being one of the forwards on this team. Nice pass there from somebody other than your point guard.
First substitution of the game. Sammy Martin, the sophomore, going to check in for the Hawks, replacing Kara Mulligan.
So far, I really like Sterling's matching the pace so far of Haddon Township. They've just had, I mean, obviously a very low-scoring game to this point, but I really like what they're doing. They're controlling this game up to this point, really matching what Haddon Township has to offer pace-wise.
4 straight trips to the line for Logan. She comes up empty. 3 1/4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Wiedemann, cross-court pass to Kamolda. I don't think Haddon Township's had a good look at the basket at all yet, so that's a credit to Sterling's defense.
Yeah, and we talk about all the time, Brian, you know, how Sterling, they defensively, they move with the ball. There's not a lapse in those defensive rotations.
Quinn wide open, has it blocked, but they're going to call a foul. I believe they're going to get Sammy Martin on the call, and they will. Her first, team's fourth. So that'll send Aaron Quinn, the team's leading free throw shooter, in terms of percentage, to the line to shoot a pair. I put the broadcaster jinx on her, shooting just over 70%.
Not sure if it has any effect, but this game did start at 4 p.m. and there is light coming in from those windows right above the basket, so I'm not sure if that has any effect on the free throw shooters.
Sterling 0 for 6 in this quarter. They could be out to as much as an 8-0 lead, which is humongous in a game like this.
Yeah, just the inability to cash in on attempts from the line is really hurting the girls.
Wiedemann, nice cut there, and a foul on Kamolda cut to the basket. I think they're going to get McDonald here on the foul. And they do. That is her first. Also the team's first foul. That's going to send Allie Kamolda, the sophomore, to the line, who hits the game's first free throw.
And that was a nice drive there by Kamolda, and she did a really good job of drawing contact. McDonald wasn't directly involved in the play. She was a little late over on the rotation, and she made sure to step over and draw that contact to now get the Hawks on the board.
Kamolda with a pair of free throws ties the game at 2 with 2:20 remaining here in the first. Quinn, back to Dixon. Dixon being guarded closely by Wiedemann. Under 2 to play in a low scoring, but it's what we anticipated here in this first quarter. These teams played to a 23-15 final the last time they met.
I like right there on that possession the ball moving from Sterling, and they're not trying to force anything. They are, as you said, Brian, matching Haddon Township's pace and playing this game very slow.
90 seconds remaining in the first. It's all tied up at 2. The only field goal of the game coming from Mackenzie McDonald, and Dixon's going to pick up a reach-in foul. Or are they going to get Logan? Let's see. Either way, it's a team second. They're going to get Paris Logan with the foul.
First foul, team second.
You could see Logan was the first with initial contact, and then Dixon came after the fact.
Split defense, another whistle. That'll send Maddie Moronsky to the line. Team's third foul. They're going to get McDonald on her second. First trip to the free throw line for Maddie Moronsky, the junior. High arcing free throw is good, and the first lead of the night comes from the free throw line as Ireland Kay going to check in the game for Mackenzie McDonald, who will sit with a pair of fouls. Mackenzie sitting right behind Mom. Off the back of the iron, offensive board by the Hawks, who lead this one 3-2. Still not a field goal to be had for Haddon Township. This Sterling defense is buzzing. They're everywhere. Long three is short. Another offensive rebound, and a whistle with Aaron Quinn, and it will be Sterling basketball on the possession arrow.
That's something we see a lot of Aaron Quinn, not afraid to get physical and go for that jump ball, and a nice job of forcing the turnover there.
Under a minute to play now. Sterling trailing 3-2 in this opening quarter. South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinals. Winner will play Saturday. If Cinnamons and Holt serve on their side of the bracket, it'll be unofficially a 12 o'clock start on a Saturday afternoon. Sterling going to pull it back for one final shot here. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dixon, pull back three. Yes! Nothing but nylon for Dixon. Gives Sterling back the 2-point lead 5 seconds ago. Haddon Township trying to look for a shot. They're going to go for a long three at the buzzer, just short by Wiedemann. And Sterling will take a three-pointer from Bridget Dixon into the second quarter. 5-3 Sterling after one. We're back with second quarter action right after this.
Sterling High offers TV and radio classes for electives. Sterling is also fortunate enough to have both TV and radio programs. In these programs, students will learn to design, direct, produce, and edit television and radio broadcasts. Students develop their public speaking, journalism, management, and technical skills by appearing on the Sterling Morning News on Channel 19 and on our radio station, WSHS. Students produce, edit, and deliver school programming, including athletic events, activity, productions, and community events. If a major in communications is in your possible future, Sterling High School offers opportunities not available in most high schools across South Jersey. Make sure you take a TV or radio class elective today.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Sterling with a 5-3 lead over the Haddon Township Hawks after one. You see a nice shot of Sterling High School. We are back to action. We'll take a look at this three-pointer here by Bridget Dixon that gave Sterling their 5-3 lead.
Well, that was a really big shot there for Bridget Dixon because of the fact that this is a slow-paced game, defensive battle, not high scoring, obviously, at the end of one. So a phenomenal job to just get the Lady Knights back on the board and a big three towards the end of that quarter.
So Haddon Township to start with possession here in this second quarter. Glad you're with us here on Channel 19 with Brian McClellan, joined by Jake Clark and Rob Strauss. Sterling trying to prevent Township's first field goal here in this position, but they cannot. And a nice job there by Sammy Martin to get the first field goal of the day for the Haddon Township Hawks. So we're now tied at 5. Finds Quinn inside. That shot is no good. And a rebound there by Martin. And now Township will take over. And it looks like her foot stepped out. Actually, it'll be a traveling violation. Either way, it'll be Sterling basketball.
Nice shot there by Martin. A nice setup there right out of the break for the Hawks.
So here's Sims. She chucks up a deep three. That shot is good. Long three there for Sims. She gets one closer to a milestone for three-pointers. Now an 8-5 Sterling lead. Township trying to answer back. And they're inside. Shotler is tipped. That one no good. Juggled around. It's Sims who ends up with it, but a foul is called.
You take a look here at the replay, and this is a nice job. Great screen there by Bridget Dixon. That gives Morgan Sims the space out on the perimeter. And Morgan Sims takes care of the rest. And as we said, a phenomenal shooter. What is it now, 6 away from 100?
Yep. Bringing Karen Mulligan to replace Sammy Martin, sits with her 2 fouls.
So here's Dixon, she gets it to Sims, and that's out to Kay. Sterling trying to control the pace just like they did in that first quarter. Here's Duffy. She gets it quickly to Quinn. Dixon finds Duffy. Looking around, gets it to Kay. Less than 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Sterling again with an 8-5 lead. over the Hawks. That pass is tipped. Quinn comes back with it.
And that's something Sterling's got to be careful of, is making those passes where they can be telegraphed by the other team, and that was a good job anticipating there by the Hawks.
So here's Dixon, makes a move. Long pass over to Duffy in the corner. She gets it back to Kay. Maybe Dixon to reset. Getting off the ball travel there.
I think they're going to get
offensive foul, yeah, on Shane Duffy. We're going to take a look here. Shane Duffy on your screen.
Moving screen there on Shane Duffy.
So it will be Wiedemann taking it up the floor here for Haddon Township. Long pass out to Wiedemann. Trying to set up a play, gets it to Callahan. A long three there from the corner, and just a rebound there by Sims. Shot was way off. Now here's Quinn with it for Sterling. She quickly gets it to Dixon. Paris Logan. Gets it out to Sims. Finds Dixon inside. She makes a move. That's out to Quinn.
It's hard to believe already we're halfway through the second quarter. I feel like we just started.
Yeah, it's just going fast.
Not a lot of game time stop.
That three ball in there, no good. And it would go out of play. The rebound was by Kamolda, but she lost it.
They're bringing back in Mackenzie McDonald for Ireland K. Mackenzie's got to be careful. She's got 2 fouls already.
You got to play a little cautious defensively, not get hit with any offensive fouls.
Quick find at Dixon. Her shot is no good. She gets it back. She gets that to Quinn. Quinn chucks up a three. Shot is no good. And it's Logan who gets the rebound. That shot does not go. And it's Callahan with the rebound for Haddon Township. So here is Wiedemann. She gets it to Callahan. Quickly finds Kamolda inside, and a foul at the end of that play.
They cut Ken's on her third. Team's fifth, and that's going to force. Now she's got to be really careful.
Nice tip there by Dixon, trying to hustle back for it. And another foul. That's going to be on Dixon. It was her first, team's sixth. Nice try to hustle back for it. It was just Wiedemann who came up with it. And then the eventual foul.
McDonald now has to take a seat, but I like that play there by Bridget Dixon, and even though she ends up with the foul, the thing that the girls team does as a whole really well is just, no matter if things are going good, going bad, they always have that same energy, and they don't really let their emotions get the best of them.
Long three there, no good. Rebound there by Quinn. The Sterling bench was looking for a foul, but they don't get it, but they do get the ball back. Dixon gets it to Kay. And finds Sims, then across the court to Dixon. And reset, set up a play. 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Sterling hanging on to an 8-5 lead. Look at a foul there that sends.
We're going to take a look at Haddon's away from the ball. It's on Sims. You can see there, she bumps into the back.
So it's going to be a one-on-one situation here, but it shouldn't be because it's offensive. Initially, the one official said there was a one-on-one. Now they're going to have a discussion here. It is the team's 7th foul. And Sard with the Knights flag. You see Mr. Behringer, he's on deck. in the coaching bench area. The boys team taking on Overbrook. We'll have that for you right here on Channel 19. Super fans coming out. Officials still talking it over. And they're going to determine that there are no free throws on this. Will be on the next one, though, that's for sure. 5 team fouls for Haddon Township, 7 for Sterling.
Yeah, and this has been a free throw kind of game. I mean, Haddon Township only has 1 field goal recorded to this point, so Sterling's really got to be careful to not let themselves commit a silly foul.
Wiedemann gets that to, that's out to Mulligan. There's Callahan working against Dixon, gets it out to Wiedemann. Trying to control the pace, actually get something to go their favor against this Sterling defense. Is on the ground. The Sterling bench is fired up.
Erin Quinn on the foul there. That'll be her first, but it's going to be the team's 8th. Now we're in a 1-on-1 situation. It happened right in front of the Sterling bench, and you should see the reaction there. They did not like the call there at all.
Well, we saw the reaction, and I'm kind of with them because I'm not exactly sure where the foul comes into play. It looks like Erin Quinn's going for the ball, has hands on the ball. It should be a jump ball and going the other way, but nevertheless, that's why I sit here and talk on the headset, and those guys are out there making the calls.
Shot there is no good. Township gets the offensive rebound. 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Still an 8-5 Sterling advantage. Here is Wiedemann. Gets it to Callahan. Super fans were looking for a travel right there.
We might be on record for the fastest first half of basketball I think I've ever done.
Yeah, not a ton of like clock stoppages or timeouts.
I mean,
has there been a timeout all game?
No. I mean, you take that at that official meeting.
Conference, yeah.
On my 7th foul.
3 ball there, no good by Callahan. So now it's Dixon who gets it back. A minute and some change left to go in this first half. Here's Logan. She drives, then gets it out to Sims, who gets it to Kay.
I think one thing that's going to prove crucial is Sterling's outside shooting. We've already seen them knock down a couple threes, and Coach McDonald said in a couple interviews that if they're open, she's okay with them shooting, and that's going to maybe be the make or break here for the Lady Knights.
Also that and the missed free throws that they had earlier. Because
Absolutely,
at one point they were 0 for 6. So it's just Dixon who's going to melt down this clock as much as she possibly can.
And you talked about, Brian, how they're playing in Haddon Township space. This really proves it. Just taking their time, holding for the last shot. They don't want the Hawks to have any momentum going into the half.
Clock down to 15 seconds. Dixon still waiting it out. And now it looks like Sterling will run a play. Here's Dixon, she drives, finds Sims. Sims chucks up a 3, shot is no good. Quinn tried to get the offensive rebound but could not. Now here's Wiedemann, quickly driving, 1 second left. Final shot is no good. So that will do it here for this first half. Sterling out to a low-scoring 8-5 advantage over the Haddon Township Hawks. Second half action coming up right after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hitting? Why?
Because. Are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? You never called. It's Haddon. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. You know the first one.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand and can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Guys, put your IDs on. Brady, headphones. Gotta come out.
No.
Come on, man.
Yo, Brayden, you know you're not supposed to have your jacket on, man. Come on, take it off. Put it in your locker.
No, I'm okay.
You have your jacket on, AirPods in, and no ID. Go to internal.
You too, huh?
Yep.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being so kind. Have a great day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying! You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands!
It's beautiful.
Moral of the story, always be nice. Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors about the hallway predator?
Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
All right, bro. Yeah.
I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scared. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
Well, aerial view of Sterling High School on this oddly warm day. 70 degrees here on the campus of Sterling High School today. As we take a look at the leading scorers, this is all of the scoring. It's not the leading scorers, this is all of the scoring. Dixon and Sims leading all scorers with 3 apiece. McDonald with a pair, but she has 3 fouls, so it'll be interesting to see what Coach McDonald does with her daughter in this second half and beyond. For Haddon Township, Martin has the only field goal, and the rest came from the free throw line. Kamolda with a pair at the line, Moronsky with 1. And here's the only field goal from Sammy Martin, who came off the bench, sophomore. Finds the open space, nice cut off the window and in. That's their only field goal of the game. They're now just coming out of the locker room with 40 to go. And take a look at our scores, Jake.
Take a look at Dixon. Nice little step back jumper there from beyond the arc. And she drains it. And that 3 was really important at the end of that first quarter. We take a look here, though, at the Group 2 bracket. We're now in the quarterfinals. Middle Township is the 1 seed. They play Haddon Heights. And then you take a look, Haddonfield taking on Medford Tech. We got this matchup between Sterling and Haddon Township, and Sterling will play either the winner of Cinnaminson and Manchester Township. And that is unofficial. Saturday, they're looking for 12. If Cinnaminson wins it, it'll be at Cinnaminson. We take a look here at the boys' side of things. Haddonfield will be taking on Medford Tech. Sterling has a tough one against Overbrook here tonight. That'll be right after this game. You'll need a new link as this stream will vanish. And you see there Cinnaminson and Haddon Heights will play against one another, and the winner of that game will take on either Middle Township or Lindenwold. And Lindenwold moved on with a bye as Camden pulled their boys' team out, and Camden was looking like the real favorite.
Sterling shooting 23% in that first half. Haddon Township 8%. The stats courtesy of assistant coach Chris Jones. Total rebounds pretty even. Sterling getting out rebounded by 2, 10 to 12. but not a lot of scoring to really speak of. I think the glaring statistic that sticks out to me, at least on my score sheet, Sterling 0 for 6 from the free throw line. In a game like this where it's such low scoring, you hit 2/3 of those, it's a big difference. You're going to the locker room up 12-5 as opposed to 8-5.
Yeah, and that might come back to bite them. Unfortunately, it's only a 3-point game. It's a slow-paced game, and I think that's the thing that's really important.
And a three by Mulligan ties the game at 8. That's her first bucket of the night. First three-pointer of the game for the Hawks. Dixon tries to take a three of her own. She was on the line. It would have been a 2, but she missed it. The back of the iron. Rebound to Wiedemann. Wiedemann looking to push. Gets the ball back, comes near side. Now they're going to go corner. A quick defense by Sterling. McDonald got over there in a hurry. And now they'll slow it down. In one of the quickest quarters that I can remember, that last quarter, shot off the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Wiedemann. That second quarter set 8 minutes on the clock. Total time, probably about 11. Wiedemann looking for help. Another kickball by Erin Quinn. It's her second of the game. Right on pace. She averages about 3 a game of the kickball. She went with the left foot. Nice to see she's made the transition from soccer to basketball.
When she's finding a way to incorporate both.
Another long, high-arcing three, gets nothing. Rebound, just in and out. It was Moronski. Sterling with the rebound. Dixon has it taken away from her from behind by Kamolda. Here come the Hawks in transition. First shot missed by Wiedemann. Somehow they corral the loose ball. And Coach Mulligan tells everybody to pull it out and relax. Not the pace that the Hawks are used to there.
Yeah, and Haddon Township is used to this slow pace, but I think it also favors Sterling because it allows them to get in their defensive set.
Running left-hander by Kamolda, no good, but the foul underneath. Loose ball going to go against Haddon Township. They're going to get Kamolda on the foul. That's her second. All tied up at 8. Mulligan, just a few moments ago, with a 3, ties the game. Last meeting, several weeks ago, Sterling was victorious 23-15. Shot by Dixon, no good. Offensive rebound by Logan, no good. Off of Logan's head, out of bounds. Nothing she could do there. She was on the floor, didn't see it coming. And it'll be Haddon Township basketball.
And Brian, I think because of this slow pace that both teams are playing, it's allowing both teams' defense to really shine and not give any good looks, and that's why we're looking at an 8-8 game right now.
Oh yeah, I agree, and it's obviously the defense and then the missed free throws from earlier. What I've also noticed about this game, the bench for Sterling has been very loud, to say the least, I guess. They've been very vocal, especially Coach McDonald. She's letting the ref on the sideline know about what she thinks should be called.
Callahan just missed off the front of the rim on that three-point attempt as we're about halfway through this third quarter. All tied up at 8. Mackenzie McDonald going to set the screen for Dixon. She's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. Dixon on the drive, off the window. Didn't get the bucket to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And you remember 0 for 6 at the line in that first half, and now Sterling really needs these free throws as we're all knotted up at 8.
Foul goes against Wiedemann, her first, team second.
Right now they could be looking at a 14-8 lead.
Dixon true on the team's first free throw attempt. Haddon Township going to bring back in Sammy Martin. who up until the three-pointer from Mulligan had the team's only field goal. Dixon perfect from the line. She has 5 to lead all scorers and give Sterling a 10-8 lead.
And once again, I don't know if it makes a difference, but on the left side of the gym right now where Haddon Township is scoring, there are windows that are slightly above what you can see on your screen, and they are letting in some light. Usually not used to playing these 4 o'clock games. The sun is usually down, but on the right side, those windows are covered up. Not sure if that's making a difference at the free throw line.
Euro step drive by Callahan is too strong. Sterling comes up with the rebound. 3 1/4 minutes left to go in the third. Dixon. They're going to say it's a blocking foul underneath as Dixon was driving to the basket. I think they're going to say that was on the floor, but they're going to call it on Moronsky, her second, team's third.
And right now, Haddon Township already with 3 fouls in this third quarter. Nice job by Sterling being aggressive and forcing Haddon Township to make some mistakes.
And so far, they've done a great job at limiting their own mistakes. They're still at a goose egg on the foul numbers.
Under 3 to play. Same starting 5 on the floor for Sterling. They have a 2-point lead, which in a game like this might as well be a 20-point lead. Logan with possession and a whistle. They're going to call offensive. Be another moving screen. They're going to call the elbow. Let's see who they got on the foul. Yeah, they're going to get Morgan Sims.
And you take a look.
Teams first.
You saw there Morgan Sims. We're going to take another look at it.
Back to live action. Martin up top. Wiedemann back to Martin. They play catch. They come near side for Callahan. Callahan drives, distributes, almost turns it over, and they call timeout. 30-second timeout on the way by Coach Mulligan for Haddon Township. 1:57 left to go in the third quarter. Clock, Sterling, a 2-point lead.
That's a great timeout there by Coach Mulligan to slow the game down as we take a look once again at the Group 2 bracket. If everything goes according to plan with the seeds, Sterling would move on from this one. If they win, they're victorious. The winner of this game is slated to play at Cinnaminson if everything goes according to plan and Cinnaminson takes care of Manchester Township. Take a look at the boys' side. If Sterling is victorious over Overbrook and Haddonfield beats Medford Tech, then the boys would play at 3 p.m. at Haddonfield against the Bulldogs.
This South Jersey Group 2 boys bracket, wide open. Wide open now. Anybody that's remaining can take that. And it's going to be a very interesting game coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll have that for you. You guys are going to be on the call with Kevin Schulz. Definitely be watching. If you can't make it out, stream it on YouTube. Will not be on this link. This link will fizzle away into the interwebs once this game is complete. Traveling violation there on Kamolda. And Sterling going to make a substitution. Ireland Kay going to check into the game, just getting some final instruction from Coach McDonald. Paris Logan going to sit down. So it's Quinn, Dixon, Kay, Sims, and McDonald into the game for Sterling.
McDonald still has to be careful with those 3 fouls.
Kay has her shot blocked by Callahan, and here come the Hawks in transition. Up ahead, Kamolda, too strong. Ball deflected away, will be Sterling basketball, 1:21 left to go in the third.
That was a great drive by Ireland Kay and a great defensive play there. And a nice job by Haddon Township. They ran the break well, just unable to convert at the rim, and now the game is still 10-8 in favor of Sterling.
Just over a minute left here in the third. 10-8 Sterling, another whistle. Hand check foul. I believe they're going to get Sammy Martin playing a little too close on Erin Quinn there. And they do. That's her third, team's fourth.
Yeah, it looks like she hooks her arm right there. They're just trying to move toward the left side. Easy foul call right there.
Similar situation to what Sterling had here at the end of the second. 3 on the way by Sims, too strong. The offensive rebound by McDonald. Deflected away into the hands of Ireland Kay. So 2 offensive rebounds here on this trip down the floor.
And I don't know about you, Brian, but there was a ton of contact on McDonald down there. Could have been a missed call, but once again, I don't have the best view here from the table.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of calls like earlier in this first half. Refs were not really letting them play that much. Looks like they've eased off of that here in this third quarter.
Dozen seconds remaining. Sterling holding for the final possession. Get it down low. Dixon fakes a shot. She's in trouble. She's got to let it go. Shot at the buzzer is blocked on by Quinn. And Sterling going to take a 2-point lead into the third quarter, the same lead that they had at the end of one. It's 10-8 heading to the fourth. We're back with fourth quarter action. South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinals right after this.
Where's your ID?
Hey, oh, no, wait a minute. Put that hood down.
You're late. Put your hood down.
Where's your ID?
And you have your backpack on.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Sterling holding on to a 10-8 lead over the Haddon Township Hawks as we enter this fourth quarter. Nice shot there of Sterling High School. Take a look at some of these super fans who made their way out to support these Lady Knights, and they'll be able to stick around. Ooh, we got some real super fans. We got some paint on their chests. They're ready. They're locked in for this fourth quarter.
I bet you both teams are locked in this fourth quarter. Playoff matchup, rivalry game here in the quarterfinals. Should be a good one on hand.
Speaking of quarterfinals, we're here for the final quarter here at the Castle. And Sterling holding on to their 10-8 lead.
I see what you did there, Brian. That was a good one.
Thank you, Jake. That pass soars over the head of Moronsky, so it'll be out of play. It'll be Sterling ball.
Every possession for both teams crucial down the stretch here in this fourth quarter.
And that's a huge turnover for Sterling right there, because now they can ice some of that clock, take a couple minutes off.
Floater there by Dixon, no good. Guess they weren't listening to you, Jake. Callahan takes it over there for Haddon Township.
Well, what do I know?
Township trying to get something going offensively. They outscored Sterling 3-2 in that third quarter. Here is Wiedemann trying to set up a play here for the Hawks. She gets it to Callahan, back to Wiedemann. Long three, shot does not go, rebound by Quinn. She's met by 2 defenders instantly, and it's going to be a jump ball. And it will be Sterling basketball.
And we're going to take a look at the immediate contact there. There's contact from not one but 2 defenders. Ultimately a jump ball, but that hurts with the possession arrow.
So Dixon gets that one to Sims. 6.5 to play here in this fourth quarter. We're going to foul at the end of the play. That's going to be on Mackenzie McDonald. That's her fourth foul of the game.
Now they're going to get Kamolda on her third, team's fifth.
That's my bad. See, this is why you're the foul expert.
No, I mean, there's a pair of 21s. I see what you're doing there. Full timeout. Sterling.
You can follow us on Twitter at SterlingTV19. Check out what's going on around the castle. We got all things sports. You can check out some Castle Connections with Mr. Claiborne. If you're looking for it, we probably got it on Twitter at SterlingTV19. New and improved possession arrow here in the hands of Mr. Strauss.
So the big question is, you just did yours. Do we go to Brian next? Or do we go to me?
I mean, do you want to do a promo?
There's nothing, I love doing promos, but so do you. So I will.
And speaking of promos, you can find us on Facebook at SterlingTV19. Find out whenever we go live here for our sporting events, some behind-the-scenes information. Whenever we upload on YouTube with our Castle Connections and much more. Again, you can find that when you follow Sterling Channel 19 on Facebook.
So now I think we turn it this way. We go full circle.
We're bringing it all the way
around.
We're
going to go full circle here.
Love our possession arrow. We figured this out in the playoffs in the quarterfinal round.
Hey, we
got it for next year. We got it for next year.
We'll take good care of it.
Better late than never. Well, I think next year we step our game up and we get it on like poster board or laminate it somehow.
Laminated's a good idea.
See, second level thinking.
By the quarterfinals next year, we'll have it in frame. So Township takes over there off the missed layup. We go out of play, and it's going to be Sterling ball. It was Wiedemann who couldn't hold it. So now it's Quinn to inbound it to Dixon.
Fantastic job there by the Lady Knights and Bridget Dixon in specific to just force pressure and force a Haddon Township turnover.
Here is Kay. Gets it to Quinn, quickly to Sims. His pump fake gets it to McDonald. Now here's Dixon. Sterling trying to control the pace just like they've done for the majority of this game.
You got to figure Sterling's totally fine with this ball movement until you turn it over.
Nice steal right there, and a drive toward the basket. Ties this one up at 10. It's Kamolda who gets the layup for Haddon Township.
And that was what we were talking about earlier. When you start telegraphing those passes, it's easy for the other team to intercept them. And Haddon Township did just that, now ties the game at 10.
Three from Ireland Kay does not go. It's Sims who gets the rebound.
I'll tell you what, take that shot all day by Ireland Kay. She had a great look. They gave her the space.
And a muscle play there by Morgan Sims, hustling for that rebound and using a little physicality to come down with it.
Here's Dixon, chucks up a three. Shot does not go. It's a rebound by Wiedemann. And now Township looking to try and take the lead. With a little over 4.5 to go in this fourth quarter.
Even with that 10-8 lead, he still had to feel pretty good. Now all tied at 10, and it's anybody's ball game. And with the scoring going at this rate, it feels like whoever scores last could win the game.
And Kamolda gives Haddon Township the lead. With a mid-range shot, it's now 12-10 Haddon Township. So now Township on a 4-0 run. That's like going on a 20-point run in this type of game.
Haddon Township has 4 field goals this entire game. Kamolda has 2 of them in this quarter.
Dixon makes a move, gets it to McDonald. Her shot does not go. Sterling's bench looking for a foul. They don't get it. And Quinn takes it right away. She drives. And then a foul at the end of the play. And we'll take a look at the basket. The other way.
And you see there, just a nice job telegraphing the pass, jumping down on the perimeter, poking it away, and going up for the layup. Tied that game at 10. And we saw the Sterling bench get super animated, as Haddon Township's not going to take a timeout. We saw Sterling's bench get super animated.
You check out some of the highlights on this game. Maybe some of you are watching on YouTube, youtube.com/Sterling TV 19. The boys game coming up here on YouTube in just about an hour or so. Boys are in attendance, getting ready. And I believe Overbrook is in the house as well. That game will come up at 6 o'clock. At the conclusion of this game, however, another programming note that this link will evaporate into the nether once this game is concluded. So you'll just refresh your screen. You see the live link there for the boys game. Coming up 6 o'clock, scheduled tip-off.
12-10, Haddon Township lead, 3:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Sims drives toward the basket. She takes a fall. She now gets on top of it. Township comes up with it. Here's Kamolda. She drives and finds Martin inside. Sterling trying to up the pressure there, and we'll get a timeout by Township.
And guys, I truly think how crazy it is that the officiating totally flipped the script from the first half to the second. First half, they were calling fouls left and right. Second half now, they're just letting them play. And I really think that that's wild. What else is wild is the things that you can see on Sterling TV 19 Instagram. You can check out what's going on around the castle, some of the fun things we have. We just had a pep rally coming in last week. That was wild. So it's probably on Instagram. You can check it out.
That pep rally was probably one of the best pep rallies I think we've had at Sterling High School in a long, long time. That was a lot of fun.
It was phenomenal. With the boys and girls, mixed teams, they were playing a game of basketball.
A little dunk show too.
Dunk show.
I mean, it was no Mac McClung dunks out there, but
absolutely not. 2023 Slam Dunk Contest champ, Mac McClung, playing with the Bluecoats on a two-way with the Sixers.
See if he's on the roster tonight. That's going to be interesting.
That is going to be interesting.
Sixers have a game tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets the call up from Wilmington.
And he was down in Delaware last night. Wasn't too fruitful offensively, only putting up 7 and 7. Basketball now.
Back to basketball. Back to Sterling versus Haddon Township basketball. 3:15 remaining. The Hawks with a 12-10 lead, trying to add on. Shot there is no good. Quinn loses the rebound, but McDonald gets it back. She gets it stripped. It goes out of play. It will remain Sterling basketball.
And it's a two-point game, but obviously with the way things have worked out, it feels like a lot more than that, and it feels like there's some pressure here for the girls to come up with a bucket and tie it with 3 minutes left to go.
Sterling more than capable of doing just that. Here's Dixon, drives toward the basket, floats that one up, shot does not go. Nice rebound there by Sims. And here's a three ball from Quinn, does not go, she gets it back, then gets it to Dixon.
Huge shot out there to Morgan Sims, who grabbed the one rebound and then was able to knock the other rebound back out to Aaron Quinn. Phenomenal job on the offensive boards.
2.5 to go in this fourth quarter. It's getting intense here at the Castle. Again, glad you're with us here on Channel 19. That pass is tipped. Who's gonna have it? It's gonna be a jump ball, and it's gonna be Haddon Township ball. Jake here in the booth can't believe it.
You're right, Brian. I can't believe it. There is so much contact down low. Look at all the contact there. I don't even need to circle anything. It's so blatant, and they call a jump ball there. I'm just as baffled as Coach McDonald, to be quite frank with you.
Sterling looking for a big defensive stop. There's going to be a traveling violation. It's going to be on Wiedemann, and Sterling's going to get the ball back.
And just when you think Haddon Township is going to take some time off the clock with this 2-point lead, forced to travel there, by Sterling. Great job, great execution by the ladies, and now they got an opportunity to tie it up or even take the lead with a 3.
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And there.
Let's take a look here. Watch McDonald away from the ball. They get the foul, however, I believe on Haddon Township.
Yeah, they got Moronsky on the call there. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for Mackenzie McDonald. Chance to tie the game up here.
So here comes McDonald to shoot her first. Big sequence here for her. Shot does not go. And then we're going to get a foul. It's going to be a traveling violation. Sterling's going to get it back. The call was on Wiedemann.
And that's big after the missed free throw. I believe, Mr. Strauss, I believe it's 7. 7 missed free throws in this playoff game, and that's really might be what it comes down to.
Goes off the leg of Wiedemann out of play. So it remains Sterling ball, 1:45 left to go. The Superfans getting hyped. There's going to be a foul there. That's going to be on Kamova. That's her 4th. Team's 8th. They'll send Morgan Sims to the line.
Once again, it's 1-and-1.
The shot does not go. We're going to get a foul.
Aaron Quinn over the back.
Quinn is very upset. We'll take a look at it.
It's McDonald's 4th. But at this late in the game, you think they keep her in. There's no way. That is the 8th missed free throw for the Lady Knights, and just something like that can't happen in a tight ball game like this.
Township still out to their 2-point lead. And another foul right there.
That's only the 3rd team foul. Sims picks up her 3rd.
There's Wiedemann spinning around, playing against Dixon. Dixon will eventually foul Wiedemann.
That's her 2nd, team's 4th. So they're just trying. Sterling's just trying to get to the 1-and-1 situation here, with 82 seconds remaining and trailing by 2. Maybe get a turnover here, and now they're going to get a timeout, Sterling.
And you got to think, got to foul, got to keep as much time on the clock as possible. Down 2, and even if you get to the 1-and-1s, as we take a look at the bracket, the winner of this matchup will most likely be at Cinnaminson on Saturday at 12 p.m.
I tell you what, though, don't sleep on that Manchester Township team. They, year in and year out, have had some really, really good teams. Right before COVID hit, Sterling went down there and played Manchester, and they had a couple of really, really good players for that Manchester squad. Went on to play collegiately, and so don't sleep on that matchup down there. Manchester's going to give it to them.
It's playoff time. Anything can happen, and even though Cinnaminson is a 2 seed, they got their own side of the bracket. We're going to take a look at the basket cam, and the cheerleaders just unable to come up with the bucket there. So they're 1 for 2 on all of their attempts in ever doing that, at least this season.
I think they made the 2nd.
They did, yes.
So they're 1 for 2 from the line. Next game coming up, we see the Rams getting ready. You guys will have that call for us.
Kevin Schulz will be joining us on that broadcast. We'll sadly have to say goodbye to Mr. Rob Strauss.
It's been a pleasure.
1:22 left. Haddon Township with their 2-point lead. And it's Kay who gets it for Sterling. Floats that one to Quinn, and then she finds Dixon.
Huge steal right there for Ireland Kay.
She's been very good defensively all season. Dixon drives inside, and she puts it through. 1:04 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And you saw Bridget Dixon trying to do this all game long, drive inside, draw contact. The officials weren't giving it to her, and this time she gets the foul, and it doesn't matter. Now a chance to take the lead with the and one free throw. My goodness.
Good golly, Miss Molly. And it's good, but there's a screen violation.
Watch.
So the shot.
Watch Morgan Sims.
Lane violation there on Morgan Sims. So that erases the free throw. The game is still tied at 12.
That is costly. Less than a minute to go. Sterling looking for the biggest defensive stop of the year.
Now, do you hold for one here if you're Haddon Township? Looks like they're going to.
Super fans getting amped up. Less than 40 seconds to go.
And I think Mr. Strauss, if you're Haddon Township, you don't want to force anything or even give Sterling a chance with the way this game's gone. So it kind of looks like you're right. Like, it looks like they might just try and hold it out. Sterling still has fouls to give.
Callahan, who was double teamed. There's a foul at the end of that play. It's going to go in favor of Township. It's going to be on Erin Quinn right there. Her second, team's fifth. 19.4 seconds remaining, and Sterling will call a timeout.
So it's an interesting situation here, what you call, because you do have fouls to give. Do you run some time off the clock and commit a foul, non-shooting, hopefully?
I brought cookies, but you haven't been here. They've been getting the cookies.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly sure what Coach McDonald is going to draw up. You could either try and press and force a steal right off the inbound, or I doubt they want to play it safe and just let Haddon Township get the last shot with the way this game has gone. Haddon Township's best shot is if they force something and Sterling commits a shooting foul and they end up getting to the free throw line. Because all they need is one. All they need is one to take the lead as we're all tied up at 12.
This is giving me chills, guys. So it'll be Sammy Martin to inbound, 19.4 seconds to go. What a game this has been. Sterling looking for a big stop. 10 seconds left. And it's Kay who takes it away. But there,
they got a timeout, Haddon Township.
You see Coach Tom Mulligan, he's gonna call the timeout before the steal. The official is late to react, and that's...
Wow. Watch Coach Tom Mulligan in the red shirt on the top of the screen.
He calls the timeout before the steal, and the call is made after.
Timeout taken by the Hawks. 60-second timeout.
Wow. That's about as close as you can get there, guys.
Wow.
What a finish this is gearing up for. Taking another look at the brackets as it stands right now. The winner of this will face either Manchester Township or Cinnaminson. And then the top half of the bracket, Middle Township, the top seed, taking on Haddon Heights. And we have coming up next, Overbrook and Sterling, the 4-5 matchup. They like to call that the old coin flip matchup, and it's going to be a great game, guys.
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. Overbrook has a fantastic squad this year, and we know what our boys can do when they play well together. Just going to come down to who's got it tonight. Seeding in that game doesn't really mean much. It's just the one seed difference. It could go either way. And Overbrook travels really well. Their fan section will be out here tonight, just as well as our super fans. So it should be a loud one here at 6 o'clock.
You see the boys in the background there, waiting for this one to conclude.
But do they compare to Section 6?
That's the question we're all wondering.
Strauss is saying he doesn't think so, but we have 6 seconds left. What will Township do? 1 second, and they can't get the shot off. So the fourth
bonus
quarter
basketball, boys,
will come to an end. We got bonus basketball here in this quarterfinal round. We're knotted up at a dozen. Overtime coming up next.
Look at this door. He can't open the locker. Look at the shoes he's wearing. Go up to him and call him dumb and useless.
Bet, I will.
Yeah, you better.
Hey man, do you need help opening your locker?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. No problem. Nice shoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And welcome back for some bonus basketball here on Channel 19. Glad you joined us here for the South Jersey Group 2 quarterfinals. We're heading overtime. Haddon Township and Sterling all knotted up at a dozen apiece. Haddon Township a chance with a final possession to win it. They could not get a shot off. Credit the Sterling defense. And guys, it's been an incredible game, even though it's only had 24 points combined.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the defense by both teams and down the stretch, trading shot for shot, basket for basket was just phenomenal. And as if 4 quarters wasn't enough, as if I wasn't grateful enough for 4 quarters with Mr. Strauss and Brian McLaren, and I get a 5th. It's my lucky day.
Just to update you on the foul situation, Moronsky and Kamolda each with 4 for Sterling, McDonald with 4. She'll tip off. 4 minutes on the clock here in overtime. Sterling controls the opening possession. Quinn down low, too strong, rebound into the hands of McDonald. Good offensive rebound by Sterling. We saw Morgan Sims do that earlier. Generate second chance opportunities. Cross-court pass, Kay, McDonald, back to Kay. Now back to Dixon. She'll back it out. Kay with a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound into the hands of Moronsky.
I like that shot there by Ireland Kay, though. They're giving her too much space on the perimeter, and one of these times she's going to cash in, and it's going to hurt for the Haddon Township Hawks.
Yeah, there's been 2 chances she had. She hasn't been able to come through quite yet, but as you said, one of these times it's going to fall through, and it's going to be the deciding factor.
Haddon Township almost in trouble there, just able to get it away. Kamolda, drive, no. Rebound, McDonald. Dixon. Two and a half to play. Haddon Township looking to win their first ever Group 2 playoff game. They're mostly a Group 1 team. The second year they lost their first game last year. 2.25 minutes remaining. Still tied at 12. Sims. Just perimeter passing here for Sterling. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. The clock continues to run. Halfway through overtime. Quinn has it go off her knee, and it's Haddon Township basketball. Lost control on the way to the basket. Off of her left knee, and it's in the hands of the Hawks.
And I'm not sure here. Ireland Kay has all the space in the world, and we know she can shoot it pretty well from beyond the arc. Not sure if it's Coach McDonald telling her to slow it down, or maybe just in this high pressure situation, she doesn't want to be the one that could potentially be taking the last shot for the Lady Knights.
It could have been a lack of confidence too, because she missed 2 earlier, but yeah, who knows if it was her or if it was Coach McDonald making that decision.
5 team fouls for Sterling, so they do have a couple fouls to give before it's a 1-and-1 situation. Haddon Township 9 team fouls, so the next foul by Haddon Township puts Sterling at the line. 1:15, drive by Callahan. She's in trouble, backs it out to Wiedemann. Sterling defense playing way out right now. Bridget Dixon almost at center court. Last minute to play in the first overtime. Wiedemann being guarded by Dixon. Callahan, double team, now triple team, gets it away, travels. Wiedemann hit the shot after the pass from Callahan, but the travel came forward first. 43 seconds left to go.
And
just the first overtime.
And just a lot of walks for Haddon Township. We talk about the missed free throws with Sterling. Those walks could really be the downfall here for Haddon Township.
Sterling gonna hold for her final shot. Super fans starting to get into it. 20 seconds to go. Dixon working against Wiedemann. One-on-one. Dixon looking for space and a timeout with 13.2 left to go in this first overtime period. What a game. If you came for drama, you got it. The winner will move on and face either Manchester Township or Cinnaminson on Saturday. We are assuming that that time is 12 o'clock. We'll keep it at 12. Let's put it that way. Either way, they're going to Cinnaminson. The boys are coming up next. The winner of that game will face either Haddonfield or Medford Tech. If Sterling or Overbrook win and Medford Tech wins, obviously they will host one of those 2 schools. Haddonfield holds serve. They will host throughout, being the top seed in Group 2.
And this is a really smart timeout by Coach McDonald, because now she can either draw up a play, she can get the ball in the hands of whoever she wants taking the final shot. Just got to be careful to not make it too predictable and have Haddon Township come out, knock the ball away, and get an easy layup and win the game.
And how about this? The next foul puts Sterling on the line for 2 free throws regardless. Strong drive to the basket, try and draw some contact, get to the free throw line. You need 1 bucket.
But free throws have still been an issue. They've only knocked down 2 at the hands of Bridget Dixon.
2 of 9 from the line tonight is Sterling.
You can see Ensar Yagmerkaya, one of the wrestlers now, showing his school spirit, waving the flag behind the bench. We're ready to go.
13.2 remaining in the first overtime. Dixon looking to drive, spins, that's blocked. Mackenzie McDonald with the rebound, puts it up, and she travels. Haddon Township with plenty of time. 7.1 remaining. They can go the entire length of the floor. They're going to roll it up. Wiedemann will pick it up. Clock continues to run. 5 seconds. Wiedemann with 3. Going to put up a long 3 at the buzzer to win it. Callahan wins it for the Hawks at the buzzer.
I'm at a loss for words.
Callahan heaved it at the buzzer. An NBA 3. Desperation shot drops for Callahan. Her only bucket of the game is the biggest bucket of the game. Let's take one more look at it.
I mean, just got to heave something up. Yeah, you said it, from the K. way outside. She had shown off the range, never able to hit a shot, but she hit it when it mattered, and just ultimately the nail in the coffin for this Lady Knights season.
Look at where she shoots this from.
She's shooting it right from the K of the Sterling Knights, right on that part of the court.
How do you can't guard that?
Unbelievable.
A career moment for Callahan as we take one more look at it. And it didn't even bounce around. That was a perfect shot.
It was money, if you want to call it that.
Call it luck, call it skill, call it whatever you want, but Callahan called ball game from the K on the Knights logo.
Unbelievable.
Sterling is at a loss for words, just like we are right now.
So Haddon Township will win this one in the only bucket in overtime. 15-12 will be your final score. The junior, Kirsten Callahan, from beyond distance to win it at the buzzer.
And she's only a freshman.
We'll take one more look at it. Shot was up before the buzzer, and the freshman just made it happen. It was really the only shot that she had. She took it, she nailed it, guys, and I think that expression says it all.
Wow.
So coming up, what we have coming up next, girls game over. Their South Jersey Group 2 run is over, final score 15-12. This link will now be cut off, and I will be cut off as well. Kevin Schul is going to take my spot. These guys will pick up as well. Boys will be taking on Overbrook in just a few moments. Your final score here, the girls fall 15-12 in overtime on a buzzer beater by Kirsten Callahan, the freshman from Haddon Township. So thank you for watching here on Channel 19. Boys game coming up in about a half hour right here on Channel 19. Good night.